No, life starts at inception, but true life starts at repentance. When you come to terms and to the understanding that there is actually a real God who actually descended from his heavenly throne and took the form of a babe, wrapped up godliness into that of a child, into the flesh of man, and then he walked this earth for 30 years like everyone else, like anyone else. And in 3.5 years of ministry, of work, he turned the world upside down. The religious world, the religious fanatics became obsessed with him, not in a good way, saying that this man was powered by demons. And those people who said that were Israelites, were Israel, were the Jews. And the Jews till this day reject Jesus Christ. They actually reject a lot of his principles and teachings, and they condemn people and murder people. The same people who murdered Jesus Christ. History and schools and public education will have you to believe that Jesus was a fictitious character, but there is more evidence of a man named Jesus Christ, of a man named Jesus of Nazareth, than there is for Julius Caesar and William Shakespeare. Extra biblical sources who point to this man, to this figure, and show evidence that he was real, a real person. The same being that the world is trying so hard to crap on, to put his name on the ground. This same being is God. And this same being said in his word that he'll return to save us, that he'll return to this world for a second time. And this same being has an enemy. And this enemy is after our souls. And this enemy doesn't play by the rules because he doesn't believe in rules. So he does what he sees fit. And when you have an opponent who doesn't who doesn't abide by the rules, that's a dangerous opponent. This opponent wants to take our souls from us right under our noses. And because he is prince of this world, or he's the prince of darkness, sometimes it's hard to see his plans because he moves in the shadows. And we have accustomed to want to also move in the shadows. Take in consideration how many times we made mistakes growing up. I made a whole bunch. I don't know about you. But I just want you to know, just because you make mistakes doesn't mean that you're far away from God. And just because you struggle with faith doesn't mean that God doesn't hear you. Any man or any woman who prays sincerely and honestly will be heard of God. Any man who is willing to say, God, I'm sorry for the wrong things I've done, will be heard by the Lord. Take heart. Take faith. God hears you.